The average person in the UK has only 11 weeks' income saved in the bank. How much do you have saved? How long could you live for if your paycheck stopped coming in? Maybe you've never thought of that, and it might be a little bit scary to think about. Today, I'm going to share with you about passive income and how to design your dream life through building up your passive income streams. Designing your dream life through passive income. That's quite a big claim, so wish me luck. Why is passive income important to us? And what is it? Well, in October 2012, I knew absolutely nothing about passive income. I was here, as Jacob said, I was at B Block at Derwent Uni, and I knew nothing about passive income. I knew how to make income. I knew that you go and swap your time for money. That's called active income or earned income, and it's what you do when you get a job. And that's what 99% of us in the world do. The opposite of that is passive income or recurring income. It's where you do the work once and you continue to get paid recurringly for very little or no actual work. When your passive income, the recurring income, exceeds your cost of living, what you spend on food, utilities, petrol, all that kind of stuff, when your passive income exceeds your cost of living, you're then financially free. And if you happen to lose a job or not get a paycheck, you can live infinitely forever. Now, why is that important? So this is a question. Get ready for it. Let's have some audience participation. Can you think of reasons why your paycheck would stop coming in? You break a leg. Perfect. So you're sick or you're incapacitated. You're unable to swap your time for money. Thank you. Anybody else? You get fired. Fantastic. Perfect. Has anyone been fired in the room? Perfect. Anybody else got any other ones? Yeah? Awesome. That's a really, really good point. So your industry changes. That could be a global financial crisis, or it could be modernization. Things like the Lehman Brothers collapse, or the mining industry, or steel. Structural changes that can affect us. And that might have nothing to do with your competency at your job. You might also be taken over by a new firm. There's a merger, and there are two of you with the same job, and you're made redundant. Or maybe you just fall out with your boss, and he asks you to trot along your way. It may not actually be due to your competency whatsoever. That's not a great position to be in, is it? If your financial security is effectively based on circumstance or things that might be out of your control. So, when I was at uni, I just finished my second year. I got a first, which was great, in PPE, and I took a few years to get to uni. I tried banking, I tried Citigroup and Canary Wharf, I tried accountancy, I tried law, I tried sales, IT sales, PR, then I tried Procter & Gamble. And I had this long list of proper jobs of what I thought respectable people, they go and do these things. I'll try working with children. And I enjoyed, I didn't dislike the jobs. I liked the people I was working with, so if you're watching, please don't think I didn't. But it didn't light me up. I couldn't see myself spending the next 45 to 50 years. So what are we on the retirement age now? Is it 65 or 67? And, what happens when we get to that age now? 75, 80, 100, who knows? I couldn't spend the next 50 years of my life doing this thing. And I remember Procter & Gamble, they said to me on my final day in Hornbeam Park in Harrogate, and they said, we want to offer you the job when you finish uni, but we're not quite sure if it's right for you. And I thought, well, I don't know how to take that. And they said, just pop out the room and we'll bring in the other boss and we'll have a chat. And when I came back in there, I was smiling. And they were like, what are you doing smiling? We're sort of saying we don't really want to offer you the job. And I said, no one has ever said that to me. I thought it in my head. I thought, I can't do this. But I didn't know that there was an alternative. And it took someone else to say it to me, to say, do you know what? They're right. I can't do this. So as scary as that was, it's like I'd shut that door, and now it was like, well, let's start something from fresh. What can I do? So I went home that night and started Googling, as any self-respecting person does when they're faced with a life crisis. They jump on Google, and I started discovering terms like, how can you be your own boss? Passive income, wealth creation, and words I'd never come across before. And I started to read, and